Hello everyone and welcome in. Today is Tuesday, October 3rd, and this is your daily card reading to see what all messages the divine, God, spirit, the universe has in store for you. So we'll jump in with our 3 cards. That's the overall energy for the whole collective right now. And then we will take a look at what that means for each of the individual zodiac groupings. So you can look in the description box below for the links to when those individual groupings start. And if you haven't checked them out yet, I did get the postings done for the individual zodiac signs for the first half of October. So check those out. There's also been some other different videos. I will be doing a special one for the upcoming eclipse that's on the 14th. So check back probably early next week for that special reading too. All right, let's go ahead and jump in and see what we've got. The Fool in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and then the High Priestess in reverse. So all of these are coming up in reverse, and so we'll take a look like with the Fool card in reverse. So this is kind of about like the fear of the unknown. So the Fool card is supposed to be kind of encouraging you or inspiring you to take that leap of faith, but you're having this sense of like fear of the unknown. You really don't know. There's kind of some hesitancy, some unreadiness to take that leap. And so that's what's going on there. With our Six of Swords in reverse, this is kind of that energy of resisting positive change. Like there's some changes on the horizons. You feel like you're stuck in a rut and there's some like instability, but there's this fear of making a positive change, or like this hesitancy, this reluctance to make this positive change. And then we also have the High Priestess in reverse. And this is about, uncertainties, and there's like an element of keeping secrets and stuff like that. So, all around there's this general energy of uncertainty. And it's kind of like, that you're not happy and at peace where you are, but there's still this like fear and uncertainty about making that jump, taking that step, moving forwards and saying, okay, I may not know exactly what this is going to look like, but I know I need to move. And it's interesting because it's, kind of the whole idea of if you're trying to get somewhere, if you're, say, in Chicago and you're trying to get to Austin, you don't have to be able to see Austin to be able to get in the car and say, you know what, I need to go south. I can't see the entire road mapped out in terms of how I get there. Obviously on a map, but when you're sitting in your car, you can't see the entire path in front of you. You can't see Austin, but you have that sense that it's there. I need to head south and I will get there. So it's kind of that same thing here. Like you may not be able to see exactly all the steps involved in getting to where you want to go, but like I said, it's that sense of you can't stay where you are because you're not happy where you are. Some of this too is also about getting more clarity of what is it that you do want. So this sense of like failure or, fear of the unknown and, kind of being reluctant to take that leap. Sometimes it's because you don't necessarily know what you really want. Like you might know that you don't want what you've got right now, but you don't know what it is that you really want. So definitely take some time to work on meditation, grounding, maybe some journaling, maybe, try to work on some manifesting, but make sure that you're not manifesting from a position of fear or lack. But think about what it is that you really want. All right, let's jump in. We will start today with our air signs, and that's going to be our Gemini, Libra, Capricorn. No, sorry, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And let's see where things go for you. The Tower. All right, so that is something big, big, dramatic, bold that's going to be shifting things for you significantly. Usually it has to do with clearing something out that's no longer working for you. It's no longer serving you. And it's going to be impactful for you. And here, before we do some of these, let's pull a timing card and see, because, okay, so this comes up. Does that mean that it's happening tomorrow? Or does it mean that the energy is starting to build in that direction? So let's take a look and see timing wise what comes up. Within 3 months. So starting to build some of this Tower energy of something's got to go. There has to be something major that needs to go that's no longer serving you. So that'll be, kind of by the end of the year. All right. Expect powerful change. Well, yep, that would be the Tower for you. So there's going to be something big and, dramatic and impactful that's happening. Let's take a look at our Lightworker card and see what else is coming through about this. Soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So this is that good reminder that, sometimes you get into that sense of, this is my, it's my cross to bear. I have to do all of this. But remember, your soul family is there to help you. They're there to help you along the way and help you have the strength to make the changes that you need to make to get on the path that's for your highest good. Don't confuse chemistry with compatibility. So it could be that there is a person in your life that, there you go, that you have great, great chemistry with, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're compatible in terms of life goals, life plans, like the way you handle things. So obviously you need to have that chemistry there, but more important is that compatibility. And so it's really asking you to take a look at your relationships, and Neptune is still in retrograde, and Neptune in retrograde is about illusions and kind of pulling those back, and Chiron is about healing your identity. That's still in retrograde as well, and those are going to be going direct, before the end of the year type of thing. So with this timing of 3 months, it's kind of that reminder of look at what is serving you, look at what is not. What illusions are you telling yourself? All right, that was for our air signs. Let's take a look at our fire signs. The Emperor. So the Emperor energy, that is that strong, powerful, kind of like authoritative energy, driven, masculine type of energy. So it could either be that that's how you're showing up in the world today, or that is how the divine is recommending that you show up. All right. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So this is that whole thing of, it's good to be in that Emperor energy, but if you're going to be that energy, it's the idea of you need to know where you're going towards. So there's this hesitancy. To take that leap of faith because you don't really know where you want to go. So you have that energy, you have that good, strong energy of let's get things done, but it's more of a matter of you don't really know what you want, so it's hard for you to take the next step. So meditate and contemplate and really spend some time focusing on where do you want to go. Again, you don't have to be able to see the entire path. You don't have to be able to see the destination clearly in your mind, but you have to have some vague idea of where you want to go so that you can make sure your choices are aligning in that direction. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So, and that's kind of going with, I think, as you start to meditate and figure out what it is that you want, you're going to feel your vibration rising. You're going to be able to step into that light, step into that truth. Alrighty, and last oracle card here for our fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Lessons will repeat until you learn. I feel like I've been saying that an awful lot across the individual zodiac reads, across our daily reads. It's this whole idea of if this is a classroom, how many times you don't get to graduate until you pass this class. So you can pass it the first time through, second time through, third time through. The teacher's going to let you keep taking it over and over and over again until you pass it. So the lessons are going to keep repeating. So use this strong Emperor energy and say, okay, this is the last time I'm going through this class. I don't want to sit through this class again. I don't want to keep taking it over and over again. I'm going to sit up straight. I'm going to listen, contemplate what is the message that's coming through for me. What is the universe trying to tell me? And I'm going to move forward. All right, earth signs. That is going to be our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Temperance. So this is about finding balance. It's about having patience and kind of like moderation. So if you have this sense of, you're resisting positive change, you're hesitant to do something, find that balance. Find that kind of like inner peace of, okay, I don't want to react to this emotionally. And what's keeping me from doing these things, this positive change, is that I'm too much in my head and I'm letting my fears maybe run away with me, or my ego. And so this temperance card is about stepping back and looking at it from the other side too. All right. Conclusions are within reach. So you're getting to that point. If you can, look at those colors. If you can sit there and think about it, really, really think about it. And even with this high priestess, this uncertainty and, kind of the conceit part of it, if you can overcome that almost like conceited energy of, well, I'm not going to do this because I'm, for whatever reason, you've decided you don't want to do something, step back and look at it from all different perspectives. Why are you hesitant? Why are you so reluctant to positive change? What is it triggering inside of you? If there's this positive change that's trying to come, what is being triggered in you that's resisting that positive change? What inner wounds or deep insecurities or fears are being triggered there? Okay, light worker card. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns. Healing and rewriting the future. So even this one, look at that. Look at this lady over to the side, this kind of brownish, yellowish brownish energy. It's coming up. Ooh, sorry, taking it the wrong way. So that's going with this temperance, and that's going with this conclusion. Like, you're being drawn to breaking some of these ancestral patterns, whatever that may be. You'll think about it as it relates to your situation, however it resonates, that if you've kind of been treading water or trudging through the mud and feeling like you're not making any progress, what are you doing that you know that your ancestors have been doing? Maybe your parents did it, maybe your grandparents did it, and you're saying, hey, I'm doing this too. What is the universe calling me to break so that it keeps, like, my children, if you have children, it keeps my children from experiencing that. You're inspiring people and you don't even realize it. So inspire them the right way. If you are continuing to hold in a pattern that's unhealthy, because, but that's the way mom and dad always did it, that's the way grandma and grandpa always did it, you're going to be inspiring the people watching you. So if that's, your children, that's your nieces and nephews, whatever, they're watching you and they're being inspired by you. So make sure that you're inspiring in a good way, in a positive way. Make sure that you're not modeling, continuing toxic or bad or unhealthy patterns for them. All right, let's take a look at our water signs. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is about this destined and fated. So our water signs, it's our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this is about destined and fated events. So this is good fortune. It's good things that are coming in, and they're trying to come in for you. It's just a matter of, don't be so scared, overcome this uncertainty, because some of this, the colors in there, that uncertainty. Don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. Don't be so resistant to that positive change. The universe is trying to help bring in something good for you. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So if you feel like things are not going in the right direction for you, you have the ability to change it. The way you interact with the situation will change it. So anytime we're looking at these energies, and I've used this example before, think about it this way. If you were planning on starting a garden for the summer, I know in the Northern Hemisphere we're getting to the end of summer, but if you were planning on starting a garden and you checked the Farmer's Almanac and it said this is going to be the hottest, driest season, like summer on record for the last 50 years, it doesn't mean you can't start a garden. It means you need to be aware of that so that you can plan accordingly. It's the same thing with these energies. If these energies are coming out, that means this is kind of what's starting to flow, and you can either use that energy to your advantage, or you can try to, dig your heels in and try to stop that energy flowing. So, nothing's set in stone. You have free will. You can do what you want with that. All right, starseed, what lights you up? And this is that whole reminder of when you're on the right path, you're going to vibrate differently. You're going to feel different. You're going to have a different sense of, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm not saying that things are going to be like fantastic, wonderful, beaming sunshines and bunny rabbits and puppy dogs and stuff like that. But you'll have a different sense of, this is what I'm here for. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to accomplish. All right, let's take a look at the last oracle card for you. Make sure you're sharing your energy intentionally. And this one, kind of going along with the starseed, like what lights you up? Make sure that you're not pouring all of your energy into, energy vampires. It could be people at work, could be that neighbor that's always coming over and talking to you and like, oh, well, I'm having this problem. Oh, I need to borrow this from you, and not to say that you shouldn't be compassionate and helpful to other people, but just be mindful of where you're putting your energy, because your energy truly is your currency. It's your resource. So just like people generally tend to be kind of mindful about where they're spending their money, your energy is it's a stronger currency than your money. So people use money because when they talk about energy exchange, that's I'll call it the least common denominator. It's the easiest thing. But where you're putting your energy in is showing the universe where your priorities are. So make sure you're doing that intentionally and keeping good energy for the relationships and the situations that you want to see continue to grow, and you want to see them continue to be abundant. Make sure you're saving good, clean, happy, positive energy for those situations, because those are the ones you want to grow. So make sure that you're doing that. But I hope you found today's message to be helpful. But as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. So with these new videos that are coming out, if you wanted to be alerted as to when those post, make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell. Otherwise, I wish you peace and joy along your journey. Until next time, bye-bye.